Hey loves, Fiona here. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys are doing really well. So finally sharing with you guys my protective style challenge length check and updates. I'm going to show you guys my length and then also talk through the rules of the challenge that I stuck with and also some things that dropped off and also came on board. First and foremost, before I even jump into the length check, I do want to say some of you guys may have already seen my progress on Instagram, and that video caused a little bit of a stir. I had quite a few emails and a few ladies that kind of suggested that, you know, my progress was hereditary and that they couldn't achieve the kind of results that I did. And yes, you know, everyone's hair growth has some hereditary aspect to it, there's no doubt about that, but I really want to say that I feel like the shock at my length and the progress that I have made was because both you and I, or those who have seen the video, have not seen my hair in a blow-dried, stretched out state in the 2.5 years that I've been natural. So it came as a shock to you, but it also came as a huge shock to me because I just didn't have, you know, a photo to benchmark with 6 months ago with my hair in the same state. And that's really important. If you want to see an exact comparison, then your hair should be in the same state. So I think it was a huge shock because no one's seen my hair in that state. It was all out and yeah, no one's seen it like that. So you can definitely achieve the same kind of progress for sure. It is possible. So anyone still on the challenge, I just want to encourage you, and I'll talk through the things that I've done and where I really feel my growth came from. So first and foremost, onto the juicy stuff. Here is my length check comparison. Awesome, so where should I start? I think it's important to first of all explain the 6-month protective style challenge and why I was doing it. If you're on the challenge, you will already know that the focus of the 6-month protective style challenge for me was length and length retention. The rules of the challenge, which I'll go through really quickly, but I'll make sure I put them up just over here somewhere. Take a before photo, be nutrition focused, aka up your fruit and veg game, take vitamin supplements, which was optional, increase your H2O drinking game, choose a long-term or short-term protective style, wash and deep condition your hair at the very least once a month, but at best twice a month, moisturize your strands, reduce use of tools, no heat, and in general finger detangling, baggy, and add peppermint essential oil to my scalp oil, and finally be patient and take photos. So in the first 3 months I was ride or die all of these rules. I really made the effort to follow all of them. So I would say I was doing them 95% of the time, and the 5%, you know, where I wasn't doing them, the 5% where I dropped off was probably from my vitamin and supplement intake, because you guys, if you saw that video, the initial protective style challenge video, you'll know I mentioned I don't like taking tablets, so you know, some days I genuinely would forget. So yes, I was following all of the rules 95% of the time. At the 3-month mark though, things changed a little bit, and I most certainly got lazy. For one, I have to put my hands up, I got lazy. And second of all, you know, I started a new job and I just didn't have time, or no, that's not an excuse, I just wasn't disciplined enough to follow the challenge. Yeah, let me just be honest with myself. So the things that I stopped doing, or the thing I stopped doing, was vitamins and supplements. I completely put a stop to that, just because I just genuinely didn't want to do something I didn't enjoy anymore. It was not even just to remember because I had a reminder in my phone, but I didn't like the supplements or taking the pills. It's just not me. I don't like taking pills. So I just thought, whatever. If my hair stops growing because of these pills, I don't care. I just didn't want to take them anymore, which I'm I don't know if that was a good or bad shout because I'm not sure if most of my growth came from the first 3 months or the second half. I can't gauge that, so I just dropped those off for those reasons. Things that I became very, very lazy with. First of all, baggying and oiling my scalp. I think I did set a time frame as to or a frequency in the challenge, but initially in the first 3 months I was baggying and oiling my scalp once every week, and this moved to baggying once every 2 weeks and still oiling my scalp every week. So I got lazy with the baggying, and also that was it. I still moisturized my hair every week, at least once a week. I still washed and deep conditioned my hair at least once every 2 weeks. So everything else I kept doing. There was something I added, and I can't remember for the life of me if I mentioned this in the first or the initial Protective Style Challenge video, but to help on the stimulation side, I also used my, what's it called, Vanity Planet scalp massaging brush once every week whenever I would oil my scalp. So that would just help to give my hair that extra stimulation boost. So that was something I did in addition. I think it was an addition if I didn't mention it in the initial challenge video. So in terms of the challenge and where I feel like most of my progress came from, I'm going to kind of say that 3 things are responsible. First and foremost, wigs for me have proved to be extremely low manipulation hairstyles. And low manipulation means that, you know, I'm not constantly working at my hair or touching my hair, which means things like single strand knots and split ends are reduced, or in my case, were significantly reduced. It was also low manipulation in a sense that there was no strain added to my hair, strain that you could potentially get from weaves or braids, Senegalese twist, crochet. So there was no strain in that sense, so it was very low manipulation. The second thing that I feel contributed was the fact that a wig gave me full access to my scalp. So I could whip it off at night, moisturize my hair, oil my scalp, and also very easily wash my hair when the time came for it to be washed. So having full access to my scalp and my hair, I feel, was extremely, extremely influential. The third thing I want to say is my water game really did take a huge peak, and also my smoothie game. I was getting loads and loads of vitamins, you know, my greens, vitamin C, all this good stuff through smoothies on a daily basis or every other day, and I really feel like it definitely played a huge part in the progress, because I can see in my nails, I feel my skin is doing really well, and I just feel really good inside. So I feel like those 3 factors played a huge, huge role. If you are currently protective styling, you know, maybe on the challenge or considering protective styling for growth, I would just say definitely look for a low manipulation hairstyle, and the best type in my opinion are the ones that still allow you to have access to some extent to your scalp, and definitely think about the extra steps you can take to get the growth that you want, because it's great if you have a low manipulation hairstyle, it's great if you can access your scalp, but what are you doing on top of those things? You know, are you taking smoothies? Are you making sure internally, you know, you're keeping things really healthy and getting all the vitamins you need? Are you massaging your scalp for that extra stimulation? Are you adding stimulating essential oils to your hair products to get that extra boost of stimulation? So think about the extra things that you can do. Going to the gym is great because you're constantly being active, increasing your blood flow, blood circulation. All of these small things definitely do play a huge role. So that is pretty much it from me, guys. I'm going to be following this video up with a post on the 5 top tips for getting growth out of protective styling. Should be up on the blog in the next week. And in terms of my hair and going forward, I'm still very much so in this protective style mindset. I can't wait to wash my hair and put it under something. It's very humid in London, so I feel like my hair is very frizzy and catches a lot of poof. And whilst I do love seeing it in this state, I'm ready to see my coils and kinks ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. So that is me. I will see you guys next week, where I'm going to be showing you guys a new protective style that I'm going to be rocking. And I wish you guys an amazing, amazing week and a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bubble bath and body wash. Guys, in fact, you see this empty bottle? It's empty. This stuff smells amazing.
feels so